Hi guys, it's Davis with another video, and in this video I'm going to talk about mental health. And in regards to mental health, it's something that I myself have experienced, and that was depression. And the only way I can describe it is you're feeling sad and down for no apparent reason. I reevaluated my life. I looked around like, why am I feeling like this? And I couldn't find an answer. I couldn't find a solution. I was making good money. I was living in a really nice place up in Edinburgh, but I was still unhappy. I had friends, but I was still unhappy. It didn't make any sense. It did not click. And it's something that I always thought like, okay, being depressed is for people who are weak, as in like, no, as in like, come on, you can't be depressed. You know, Depression is basically, if you say you're depressed, you're just weak-minded, until I actually experienced it. And that's all I can say. You're down. And when you're feeling like that, it's one of the things where it's just like, you can actually relate to people, who have gone through really bad depression. People who actually want to even take their own lives, and because you actually don't feel like anything. Not that I didn't feel like I didn't want to continue living, but I just felt down and depressed. Like, what is the point of everything? You know. And one thing that actually made me or got me out of that state was reading, and I've been reading a lot, like recently, the last 5 years. Prior to that, I didn't really read much. I used to hate reading because I saw it as something that I would do when I had to study for an exam. That was when I would be revising and like reading, stuck in my books. Apart from that, never read. You know, but then there was like a saying that I came across, and it was if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. And ever since then, I was always curious to what exactly is in these books. So then I started reading. I think one of my first books that I read in adult age was The 50th Law. And it talks about fear, what we're actually scared about in life. Most of us are scared about things that cannot really harm us. We're coming from a stage of where we used to be hunter-gatherers, where we are fearing if we're going hunting, we might get eaten by a lion or a tiger, or saber-tooth, and now we're fearing, oh, I might get rejected by the girl who I like, so it's changed a lot. But one thing that has really helped me is reading, and I read a lot of self-development books, self-improvement books, because that's one thing I feel definitely benefits me. You can read storybooks, fantasy books, sci-fi, whatever it is, but at the same time, I would go for books that are more self-improvement and things that will actually help you get to where you want to be in life. One book I would like really recommend for people, especially if you're going through depression, right, or you're really feeling down, is As a Man Thinketh. And it's something that once you read, you will honestly see how what we think we become. It's everything that we tell ourselves. So that's one aspect I'd like to touch on regarding like mental health and how reading helped me. Another aspect I'd like to touch on is meditation, doing yoga, and also just meditating. Before bed, I got into the habit of reflecting on my day, looking at the positives, what I've actually like gone through during the day, what was good about it, and also just thinking of where I want to be in life. Think about the good things, what I'm happy about, and that really helped as well. Because mental health is all in your brain, it's all in your mind. So strengthening your mind through like meditation, thinking about the positive and keeping those positive thoughts flowing, trying to drown out all of the negativity. For every negative thought I get, I try and think about two positives, and just drown out the negativity. Another thing I'd also recommend is affirmations, and these are things that I got into the habit of doing. It was from I can't remember what book it was, but it was from a book, and it said about affirmations, saying things and repeating them. Law of attraction again. What you think, you shall become. So as in like you have to think of yourself. What is your identity? If you think yourself as someone who is small, someone who is scrawny, someone who is not confident, then that is what you will attract, and that is what you're saying is yourself, and that is what you will basically become. If you look at yourself as like, yes, I'm courageous, I'm big, I'm thoughtful, I'm confident, I'm successful, then that is what you will attract, and eventually you will get there. So it's all about how we think about ourselves. So having positive affirmations in the morning and also at night, keep on telling yourselves these things. You can make a recording, of saying that sort of person that you want to be, even though you're not there right now, but where you actually want to be. And if you say it and you record it and just listen back to it, read it as well. You can write them down and read it in the morning and in the evening. And that's is something that really helped me as well. Just getting your mindset, because I believe in everything is in the mind, power of the mind, so you need to have a positive mindset, and believe in yourself. Don't believe in anything else. If you have to start with believing in yourself first before you believe in anything else. Take responsibility for your actions. That is as much as I've got to say about this topic, and you can delve so much deeper. So I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.